Everyone, I'm out again today, heading to my dig spot, and as you can see down there, I'm climbing up this ridge, but I just ran into an unfortunate dead owl. Yeah, owls are my favorite. You've probably seen a couple of my videos where I got owls in there. I don't know what happened to them. It's unfortunate. Must have happened not too long ago, maybe last night or something, because usually these foxes in here and these coyotes up here usually take care of anything on the ground, so I'm sure they'll get to them. Alright guys, I'll get you back out when I get up to my dig spot. Hey everyone, I'm back. I got here maybe about my dig spot about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Hit a half of a harmonica reed, a couple lantern parts, and I just hit a 65 and pulled it out of the ground, and it's a grommet. Grommet to something. That's a cool find. I like that. Alright. Came back here today because I started doing some electrolysis because it's been so cold I ain't been able to dig. And I found a little lock. And it's in one of my videos. I went through my videos and found out where it was at. And I'm in pretty much about the same area. And it was a US stamped on it. And I'll show it to you in this video. I went on and electrolysed it and dipped it in wax to preserve it. So I'll make sure I show that to you in this video. So this very well could be something for the soldiers. Could have been to a tent, could have been to their poncho, could have been to anything. So that's a cool find. Alright guys, get on some buttons here. I'll get you back out and find something else. Hey everyone, I'm back. Hope this audio will be alright. Wind's picking up. I'm calling for rain tonight. So I was going along and I hit a 40, 41, 42, and 2 or 3 inches in the ground. And the ground's frozen about 2 to 3 inches down. Once you get past that frost layer right there, then it's pretty easy digging. It takes you a little while to get down to those 2 or 3 inches. And I hit something round here. I'm assuming it's a button. Still stuck in the clod here. It's frozen in there. No, it's not a button. It's a big rivet. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have found these before. Don't know what they go to. Only thing I seen was that sticking up, so I thought it might have had a button. But it's a piece of metal with a rivet in it. Went to something, because I found several of these before. Ah, that sucked. I thought I had a button. Okay. Why I got you out? I want you to look at something. Can you tell? A squirrel lives up there. A whole family of them. I sat there been watching them crawl up and down the tree all day. They got the bark all over the ground. They have really tore this tree up getting up and down that tree. You can go back 300-400 yards and you can see that tree stand out in front of all of them. Man. Alright guys, I'll get you back out and find something else. Everyone, I'm in a new area than I was this morning. I'm in the middle of nowhere, just in the middle of the woods, and I've been going along. Haven't hit too many signals, but I did hit a signal here, and it was a square nail, and I've just been trying to find out what's in this area. But for you detectorists, you ever wonder where you could be out in just the middle of nowhere, no home sites that you know of, and you just find one nail in 2 acres? And it's a pretty long one, so it's not a horseshoe nail. And the reason I brought you out is I was doing some research the other day, and I was reading a man's obituary from 1865, and I've been trying to trace where his home site is, and I pretty much zoned it out in about 2-mile area. And but I was reading his obituary, and the funny thing was, the coroner posted in his obituary, when he picked him up, he searched his pockets. I guess the coroners did that a lot to make sure they got paid to bury the people back then. And he said the only thing he found was a pocket full of nails, and which I thought was pretty funny. And I said, you know what? I said, that's pretty much where these nails are coming from. All of these people back in the day had nails in their pockets because they were continually hammering fence, shakes on the roofs and stuff like that. So they constantly had nails in their pockets, and every time they would reach their hand in their pockets, to pull out something or anything like that, they could drop a nail on the ground, which I thought was pretty cool. And it was a mystery to me why I kept finding one nail, and then go another 500 yards, find another nail or something like that, but no home site whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. That's why I do research, just try to figure out stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty cool. The coroner only found a pocket full of nails in his pocket, no money. So I don't know how he got buried, but unless he had money at the house. Alright guys, I got about another hour, so I'm going to pick on through these woods right here, and I'm going to head over to another spot that I have, if I got time, and check out there. I'll get you back out when I find something. Next signal is a 72, 77. I don't have a clue what this might be, but it's laying down in the bottom of the hole, about 4 or 5 inches. Piece of brass. It's got a square nail in it. I know it's old. So I'm not for sure what that is. Any ideas, just leave a comment. Might be going to a piece of furniture, or I don't know, something. But I'll take it. Slow pickings today. I've only been digging the pretty decent signals because the ground's frozen. It's taking a while to dig each hole, so. Alright guys, I'll get you back out and find something else. Hey everyone, I'm getting ready to move over to this other side here. Hunt that for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Haven't found nothing else since the last time I brought you out. But before I leave this area, I did see something that I want to share with you. Maybe y'all already know it. It's just a few tips. This is mostly for the new ones that just started metal detecting, and that's how I learned, by researching and stuff like that, and reading people's articles, and in the magazines before YouTube even came out. I was reading people's articles about the metal detecting back in the 70s and stuff like that. So I just want to throw this out just real quick. I was walking down this old road bed right here, following the stone wall down, and the stone wall stopped abruptly right there. And then another one goes right there, and it goes down that way. So I thought to myself, there's got to be a road bed somewhere. because usually when they break these up like this right here, this was a travel route, either to go get their cattle or to their homestead or somewhere like that. Well, I didn't find a road bed in there anywhere. I went in there about 200 yards, I guess. I found a road bed right there, so I'm still trying to figure out why they broke the wall right here. But it had to be a reason. I don't know. Maybe they had like a little gate right there or something. They used this road, and all this was pasture land back in the 1800s or 1700s. It's starting to rain, huh? But so I proceeded on down this roadbed right here, and I start looking, and here's a road. Look at that, going right down beside this stone wall. There's a bank up on this side, stone wall on that side, and that leads right down to a creek. I haven't had a chance to detect that area right yet, so I'm going to save that for another day. I'm going to move on over to another spot. And the last tip I'll share with you is when you're hunting a roadbed like this, and I'm not too sure if this is the original roadbed to the Homesite that's about 200 yards over to the right there, but you got to think about back in the 1800s, we didn't have no gravel, no pavements, stuff like that. So if you find a roadbed like this, by all means, metal detect the road. But also, before you leave that road, jump up on the banks, up on the sides, metal detect that. That's where I find the majority of my stuff. I don't find too much laying in the roadbed itself, but on the sides of the roadbeds is where I find it. And that is due to that these roadbeds would flood out, get mucky and muddy and everything like that. So the people would walk on the sides of the roads and follow the roadbed, so they wouldn't get lost or go to wherever they're going. And they would follow the roadbed, but they wouldn't walk in the roadbed. They would walk on the sides sometimes, especially after a hard rain. And I found a lot of buttons, coins. And even the ladies, when they walked, they wouldn't walk in the center of the road when it was mucky and stuff like that. They'd walk on the side. So I found a lot of parasol parts, you know, the umbrellas and stuff they used to do in the Victorian 1800 days and stuff like that. And I found compacts and found Victorian jewelry on the sides of these roads just like this. So this is out here for the new ones, the new people, or the ones that's been doing it for a long time. And just as a reminder, always check the sides of your roadbeds, because that's where the stuff's at. Alright guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to head down to another spot. It's starting to rain. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be out. I will try to do a fast wrap up of the stuff I found. It ain't much today, but I'll still show it. Alright guys, let me get off of here and start detecting.